Kemet called Al-Kibulan. It's just like Judah. When I ask people where is Judah, Judah is sitting in Ethiopia. It's a small country in Ethiopia, but nobody remembers. Nobody remembers that Judah does not lie in what they call Africa, in the Middle East. Judah lied in Africa. You see? So we are going to use sources of the whites, the European researchers.
But the way I see it, it's like to make this portal, they are people this in their perception, the way they understand them.
Yeah, it was their perception. But what we need to find, and you're correct, what we need to find in their perception is the truth.
So in perception, we are keeping them.
Yeah.
In perception, the person who sees the problem might see it or the situation might see it differently from what it is.
Yeah.
Just because it's the way he or she understands it. Because this is why made her his own culture, which was different from what he saw here in Africa. So he wrote on him according to the way they do things, like that, discriminating the black people. So this information is not correctly as it is here.
Okay. You're correct. Let me read the first part of this book for me. You're correct, my brother. Let's read it. Read it out aloud.
Black people must remember the white Western world has committed to crime against science. Because starting about 500 years ago, when they colonized most of the non-white world, they conspired to rewrite the history of non-whites to imply that the millions and millions of non-white people did not contribute anything to world development and civilization. Science is classified knowledge obtained from systematic observation, study, and experiments. Therefore, history is a science. For example, we have carbon-14 dating of fossil, DNA testing, and the scientific investigation of other similar artifacts, and yet they deliberately falsified and ignored the scientific evidence pointing to the African origins of civilization.
Let me do this again. So, I'm confirming and affirming that what you've said is what exactly is the problem. So, Afrikology says, you are not going to learn Africa out of curiosity. That's everybody else. That's what everybody has done. They have studied us out of curiosity. Afrikology is the science of learning about Africa. You see the word I'm using, learning, not studying. Let me finish this. Black people must remember the white Western world has committed a crime against all science. Because starting out 500 years ago, we say 1,000, when the colonization, most of the non-white world, they conspired to rewrite their history. Not our story. Okay? Of non-whites to imply that millions and millions of non-white people did not contribute anything to the world development and civilization. And in fact, Afrikology says there's been 1,000 years where we didn't exist. Nowhere in history you will see us existing. When we did exist, it's about savagery. When we did exist, we contributed nothing to world's development. When we existed, we did nothing. Dr. Feather says, science is classified knowledge obtained for systematic observation, study, and experiment. Science. So when people ask you what is Afrikology, it is a science and the study, observation, and experiment of understanding who we are as an African. But we're cutting out study because we're not studying ourselves anymore. We know who we are. We are learning about who we are. And in learning who we are, we will act differently, isn't it? When you learn who you are. Therefore, history is a science. And for example, we have carbon-14 dating of fossils, DNA testing, and the scientific investigation of artifacts. And yet, they deliberately falsify and ignore the scientific evidence pointing to the African origins of civilization. I want us to think about that. We have no time to hate. I don't teach hate. When you come to the library, you'll see what we teach. We teach race first. Because when you are finished with Afrikology class, you will not have to convince anyone. You will not have to con anyone. You won't be a trickster. You won't be conning anyone. What you will be able to do is to speak your truth about who you are and walk away. Because you do not need the affirmation of anybody else to tell you who you were. Because that's what we've done for 1,000 years. We have been listening to how people tell us who we are, defining our existence and our experience. So now Afrikology says no more study. You know who you are. We always knew who we were, but we were told otherwise. And so I will not encourage us to start working on our hatred and our anger. The only way we are going to channel this is to go deeper and learn more. And the only reason we are learning this is the Sankofa. Anybody remember what the Sankofa is? Sankofa. Speak up, please. It's a mythical African bird that does what? It lays its eggs while it's moving, and what else happens? It turns its head. So we are saying, we know that we have this past, but as we acknowledge the past, we will stand in the present, preparing for the future. I don't encourage you to go and quote Biko every day. I don't want you to be quoting people. Make your own quotes. Because remember, as we are learning from the past, we are creating the past by preparing for the future. Did you get that? So yours is not just to come here and tell me, Mama Ashanti, let me quote for you. That's not enough. You learn what we have given you. You also bring new information in the present so that we can make sure the future is guaranteed. And no longer will our children look at the African map and look at it upside down. Because we would have said to them, geographically, linguistically, spiritually, physically, we could not have been where we are according to what people have said. And that is what Afrikology is. The logical study of Africa, by Africans, for Africans, about Africa. Any last comments?
I was going to say, when you make the difference now between study and learn, and breaking down the word learn, it's L. So in my head, the L-E would be to live and earn. Just like you said, what you learn when you are 40, then you start. Because you've been living, earning until you can.
Yeah. Thanks. Anybody else? Anything that you're going to leave here with not sure about? Baba, welcome.
Yeah, I was inspired by names of the languages that were spoken. And you kept on pronouncing. But now, I wasn't sure as to how to write some of them, so I'm trying to find it out. However, is there any...
We'll be in